Alright, so today we got the OnePlus Buds Pro 3 versus the Samsung Galaxy Buds 3 Pro. You guys know how these things go, it's never cut and dry as far as which one is the best. So, in this video, we're going to try and help you decide which one is best for you. For starters, let's go ahead and throw the specs up on the screen so you can take a look at that. A few things to point out. The OnePlus Buds Pro 3 are around $70 cheaper, which is pretty significant. If budget is tight, that's a definite selling point for OnePlus. As far as high-resolution codecs, with OnePlus you got LHDC, which is really only available on OnePlus devices, and with Samsung it's kind of the same thing. You've got their SSC scalable codec, which is only available on Samsung devices. As far as battery life, definite advantage for OnePlus. You've got up to 10 hours on a single charge compared to about 7 on the Galaxy Buds. And then with the case, you can get a little over 40 hours total compared to around 30 with Samsung. As far as connection with OnePlus, you got true multipoint, which allows you to connect to 2 devices at once. It could be 2 Android devices, 2 iOS devices. It honestly doesn't matter as long as the devices have Bluetooth. You can connect to 2 at the same time, whereas with Samsung, you can only switch between other Samsung devices. Now, moving over to the charging cases, they're pretty similar in size and overall pocketability. They both support wireless charging, which is always a plus. But as far as durability, one thing to note is that the OnePlus case is also IPX4 water resistant. As far as I know, there is no IP rating for the Galaxy Buds case. And to be fair, I don't recommend getting either case wet, but it is nice that OnePlus gives you that peace of mind just in case something does happen. Now, as far as the earbuds, the OnePlus have an IP55 dust and water resistant rating, and the Galaxy Buds have an IP57 dust and water resistant rating, which means either one of these is going to be great for the outdoors. If you sweat heavily, if you get caught in the rain, there's really nothing to be concerned about. As far as the design of the earbuds, they're both obviously stem style, but as you can see, the OnePlus Buds have a much more round shape, whereas the Galaxy Buds have more angles and sharp edges. And I think that impacts the fit. With the OnePlus Buds, it seems like the round shape allows them to hug the ear just a tad bit better, and ultimately they feel more ergonomic. With the Galaxy Buds, the fit is very similar, but I think the angular design keeps them from fitting as snug as possible. As far as casual use, traveling, running errands, just normal daily activities, either one is going to be perfectly fine. But for me, when it comes to something like hitting the gym, I would reach for the OnePlus Buds first. Now, as far as the controls, both earbuds offer squeeze controls as well as swipe controls for your volume. And one minor detail with the OnePlus Buds, the swiping area is on the front of the stem, and on the Galaxy Buds, it's on the back of the stem. Not really a big deal, but it is something that's different between the two. Something else that's different is the fact that you also have voice commands on the Galaxy Buds. And I talked about this in the video I did on the regular Galaxy Buds 3, and this is something I think every earbud should incorporate moving forward. So basically you can say things like stop music, play music, next song, previous song, volume up, volume down, and you can even accept and reject phone calls with just your voice. It sounds simple, but the fact that you can bypass a voice assistant to control the earbuds makes the experience incredibly seamless. And honestly, I don't even use the touch controls when I'm using the Galaxy Buds. Normally with a voice assistant you have to say a specific catchphrase. And if you're listening to music, your music will typically pause so you can say your command. Then it usually takes a second or two to carry out the command. But with the built-in voice commands on the Galaxy Buds, there's none of that. I mean, there's no specific catchphrase. If you're listening to music and you want to skip to the next song, you just say it. Next song, it's fast, it's quick, the music doesn't pause while the earbuds figure out what to do, and like I said, I love it. I wish every earbud I owned had this feature. Now let's go ahead and move over to sound quality. Both earbuds have a dual driver setup, and to be honest, they both give you excellent sound. It really comes down to the type of sound you prefer as well as the type of music that you listen to. For me, the Galaxy Buds have a more balanced sound with more focus on clarity and detail. They also have solid bass response, especially if you tweak the EQ. It's tight, it's controlled, and it's definitely not over the top. I think the OnePlus Buds are also nicely balanced by default. I wouldn't say that the treble is quite as pronounced as the Galaxy Buds, but they still have decent clarity. I think the biggest difference is that these have more range, especially in terms of the bass. If you listen to a lot of hip-hop, dubstep, any type of bass-heavy music and you want it to sound like you're in the club, these are the ones that you want to get. Between the different EQ presets and the bass wave feature in the app, you can get the bass to insane levels. And then to top it off, if you go in and customize your own EQ, you can bring out more clarity if that's what you're looking for. Like I said, both earbuds sound great. With the Galaxy Buds, they're balanced, they're controlled, you get plenty of detail and clarity, and with the OnePlus Buds, you basically get a ton of range to pretty much go in and do whatever you want. Next up, let's talk active noise cancellation and transparency. This one's pretty straightforward. They're both excellent, but to me, the Galaxy Buds are more effective. I would give the OnePlus Buds about an 8 out of 10 as far as noise cancellation, and I would give the Galaxy Buds a 9 to a 9.5 out of 10. For me, these are in the top spot for noise cancellation, along with the AirPods Pro 2. Now, as far as transparency mode, again, I think the Galaxy Buds are more effective. They just seem to pass through more of your ambient sounds compared to the OnePlus Buds. Now, I will say if you're in a completely silent environment, the transparency mode on the Galaxy Buds does sound a bit more artificial. You get more of that white noise type of sound, but when you're actually out in public, you don't really notice it. The transparency mode on the OnePlus Buds is solid. I think it comes off extremely natural. And the only thing I would like to see in the future is maybe an adjustable slider where you can increase and decrease the overall strength. But not least, we've got microphone performance. This one's also pretty straightforward. I think the OnePlus microphones sound better, but I'll let you guys be the judge. Alright, so we're doing our usual microphone test. As you guys can see, first up we got the OnePlus Buds Pro 3, outdoor environment today, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so now we switched over to the Samsung Galaxy Buds 3 Pro, same outdoor environment as you guys can see. Testing, 2, 3, testing, 2, 3. Make sure you guys let me know which one you think sounds the best in the comments section below. So yeah, like I said in the beginning of the video, it's not really a cut and dry answer as far as which one is better. There's things the OnePlus Buds do better, and there's things the Galaxy Buds do better. It really just depends on what's most important to you. At the very least, hopefully this video helped identify some of the differences so you can make a more informed decision. So that covers it for this video. If you found it to be helpful, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up. Also, consider subscribing to the channel. Aside from that, I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.